All right, evening again, everyone. We're looking now at task 15. Task 15, I'm just going to call this strong sport. That's the task here. Let me get a reader, please. Let's see who is up. No hands yet. So I see Miss Thorpe. I see Miss Johnson. Miss Thorpe, start for me, please.
Strongsport Company Limited has launched a new school bag and sent it to your school. Overachievers Primary. To get your thoughts about it, each of each of the 6 children selected to be a part of the team wrote his or her review of the bag.
All right, just a correction. This word is launched. Okay, call the word for me again.
Launched.
All right, very good. All right, read Jada's response now, Miss Thorpe.
Jada. This bag is ideal for students at the primary level, high school, and even college. I love the padded straps, but I don't like that it only comes in red, blue, or black.
Hang on a second. Somebody asking for the link. Let me see if I can get them the link. Please give me a second. And let's go here. Copy the link. And here we go. I hope this person will be able to join soon. Good. So Jada responded that how she feels about it. How she feels
Sir,
about it.
Jada, she loves the padded strap, sir, but she doesn't like that it comes in red, blue, or black.
All right. So she has a problem with the colors. Okay. Let me get some ink here. And so Jada has a problem. I don't like that it comes in those colors. All right. Thank you very much. Let's go with Raiden, since Raiden is so close to Jaden. Go ahead, sir.
I like that the fabric is durable and waterproof. I really love excellent padding in the strap. Additionally, it has many compartments to keep students organized, including a padded sleeve for laptops. The only downside is that it is missing extra support straps around the waist.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's get Miss Johnson. Miss Johnson, what does Jaden say? What's that review like?
Jaden says it is the most spacious bag I have seen for my age group. It has all of the design features children my age need. In brackets, organizing compartments and chest strap. The material doesn't seem to be worn easily and will keep its original appearance for a long time.
All right. How do you think this person feels about the bag? Miss Johnson, how this person feels about the bag?
Sir, he doesn't feel like it's going to be worn and it will keep its original appearance for a long time. He didn't really have any issues with the bag.
No real issues. We'll come back to that later on. All right, Jemar. Let me see who I can get for Jemar. Let's hear from Ajorni. Ajorni, read Jemar's response, please.
The fabric is made of recycled polyester.
Polyester.
This is
Hold on, let's get
poly
polyester. Call the word again.
polyester.
Very good. All right.
This is good for the environment. It also has an extra loop so children can attach a lunch bag and be hands-free.
Thank you very much. Does this give you anything that the person likes it or anything like that?
Yes, sir.
All right. What they like about it?
It's good for the environment
Okay. All right.
and extra loop.
The extra loop. All right, Jonathan,
Yes, sir.
you're up. You have something to say about the bag, so say it, sir.
Okay, sir. It held all my books with room to spare. That's a whole lot of books because I am in grade 6.
Coming like they know exactly which grade you are in, man. All right, cool. Let's go with Jory. Hope I'm calling that one right. Let's see if we can find Miss Miles. Do that one for me, please.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead with Jory's response.
Although it is spacious, I think it is too plain for girls.
Mm-hmm.
I would have endorsed this product if there were more colors that appeal to girls.
Mm.
Colors like pink.
Not hearing her. Wonder if it's my internet. Let's just see. But let's
Yes,
finish
sir.
finish the point. I didn't hear the last part. I heard pink and you kinda went out after that.
Pink, orange, and yellow.
All right, great. All right, so that's source one. Simple enough. We understand the situation here that some sports company they have launched this bag and they have sent it to your school to get some people to review the bag. You know, like on YouTube, you have people who do reviews of products. They do an unboxing and they look at it and they say, boy, yes, man, I think that this is a good feature on it and it will make life so much easier, blah, 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 and so on. All right. So each of the 6 children here have been selected and they are going to give their what? Their review on the bag. They are going to say something about the bag. Let's take another step now. So that was source one. Here we have source two. Remember, we need to read the sources thoroughly. Make sure that we go into the sources and get the understanding because all of what we are going to have to do in the task is related to the sources. Let's get a reader. Let's get a reader. Mr. McCook, is Mr. McCook in?
Whether they're heading to class, traveling during the holiday, or going on job interviews, this versatile backpack has everything a college student needs. Tons of pockets to stay organized, including a separate laptop compartment, a built-in USB port to add a battery and charge devices on the go, and lots of padding to make it comfortable. It's not only spacious, but the fact that the material used is recyclable is a major plus.
Mm-hmm. Let me hear from Tashima for the next paragraph. Tashima, go ahead.
Sir,
Go ahead with the second paragraph there. This is where we're
it
at.
also
Go
it
ahead.
also has a zippered pocket against the block for valuables and waterproof materials to help the content stay safe.
Mm-hmm.
The absence of a chest
strap is a welcome bonus. No college students, certainly not me, wants to walk around with a strap around the waist.
Mm.
It's simply not a cool look.
All
It
right.
is a mega it is a Megazant bestseller with over 3,000 positive reviews from users who swear it's both useful and professional. It is perfect as during the summer as a bottle compartment is there so we can keep hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
The best part about this bag is the price. With so many desired features, it is only being sold at 40 US dollars, which is equivalent to approximately 5,500 Jamaican dollars.
Mm-hmm.
That's a small price for such a durable, valuable item that has the potential to last at least 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
If properly cared for, given the available colors,
Let's go with
much
that part.
washing.
Hold on. Let's go with that part again. Remember now, for if here price valuable item that has the potential to last 5 years if properly cared for, full stop, and then we continue from there. So read that last second to last sentence from that's a small price from there.
That's a small price for such a durable, valuable item that has the potential to last at least 5 years if properly cared for.
Mm-hmm.
Given the available colors, much washing will not be required. When the need arises, use cold water on the gentle cycle.
Mm-hmm.
I recommended this bag to parents of children at all levels, especially those who carry laptop computers.
All right, thank you much. I find this place interesting. We're named Megazan. Right? So somebody's having fun here with the word Megazan. All right, so we have read the tasks, the sources rather, in this particular task. So we have read source, the first source, source one, and we have source two. Of course, we would do more detailed reads of the source just to make sure we have the general idea. Let's take a little crack at part A. Which source A, source two rather, was most likely written by a parent, student at the secondary level, student at the primary level, or student at the tertiary level? Let's see what your thinking is on this. So I will go to Jerome. Jerome, what's your thinking?
I think source two was both was likely written by a secondary
By what? Can't hear you. If you're near to a fan, you need to turn away from the fan. Put your body between the phone or whatever your device is and the fan. Go again with your response.
I think source two was most likely written by a student at the secondary level.
So he says secondary level. Let me see if we agree. If we agree, let's get some reaction there. Find out if we agree with him. He says secondary level. What makes you say so? Secondary level. What makes you say so, Jerome?
Sure, because like it sounds to be from the point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, it sounds not to be of a point of view of a parent,
Okay.
and
If
I
it was
know
from
that
a parent, what do you think the parent would be saying?
I think they would be talking mostly about the price.
Mm-hmm.
and features.
Okay. All right. All right, fair enough. And maybe if it was from a parent, the parent could say, well, I would buy this for my child. True? Or I have bought this bag for my child. Or I think my child would do, you understand, from that perspective. All right, fair enough. Any other thing that makes you think that it is a secondary level student?
Oh, sir, sir, because primary level students
Mm-hmm.
don't bring laptops or computers to class.
That's fair. Maybe some do, maybe, but most don't. All right, fine. Anything else that would help you to think that it's a secondary level student? So let me just take the ones that you don't think. You don't think it's a parent, and you don't think it's somebody at the primary level. So we are left with the secondary level and the tertiary level. Go ahead now. Let's refine this some more.
Oh, sir, that's it, tertiary?
Yes,
Wait,
this
no.
is tertiary.
Oh, maybe tertiary means university. So to be honest, I don't know what tertiary level means.
All right, you hold on. Let's go dictionary.com here, and let's look for uh, tertiary here, and let's see. Can we find let's go maybe like this tertiary college. This one. Have we had any change? College definitions. Um, no. Go back. It says here it's an adjective which talks about the third order. Um, let's see if we see any examples. Tertiary, no. Adjective there. Adjective, third order, noun, going down. Let's see. Let me see if we can find education. Aha, here we have one that says, look at this. Sing this, sir. I hope you are.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. What does it say here? Third in degree or order of education taking place after. After what?
Secondary school.
Such as at university, college, etc. Cool. So this has to do with the university or college level. When people talk about tertiary education, they're talking about the college or the university level. So we have the pre-primary level, call it basic school or infant school, right? Then we have the primary level. That's the first real level that we're talking about. People say you're going to big school for the first time. Then you go to the secondary level, that's high school. And then at the tertiary level, you go on to college and university. So let's get back to our task now that we have cleared up that bit of vocabulary. So here, the secondary level, this would be people going to like a Glenmuir
High
or
school.
a Clarendon College or one of those high schools. So do you think that source 2 was written by a high school student?
No, sir.
So you're changing or you're modifying your thinking?
Yes, sir.
What is the reason for modifying your thinking? What would now lead you to believe that this was written by someone other than a tertiary level, well, other than a secondary student?
Sir, because when my sister was going to Central,
Mm-hmm.
never brought a laptop to school. But like now that she's at college, she
Mm-hmm.
brings her laptop to school.
Oh, so you have some personal experience and background knowledge there. Uh, Anything else? Let me put it to the class. Anything else that would suggest tertiary level? Is there anything in the source that kind of suggests that this person is at the tertiary level?
Me, sir?
Let me see. Raise your hand so I can see. We start at the top again. Leah,
Yes, sir.
go ahead.
Sir, I think it's a tertiary level, sir, because it says in the first paragraph, sir, it says whether they are heading to class, traveling during the holiday, or going on a job interview.
Mm, mm, I hear you, but that one is not a strong one. Can we find anything else?
Yes,
Me,
sir.
sir.
Let's go with Miss Hilton. Miss Hilton, your hand is up next. I'm taking them in the order I see them raised. Let me lower some hands here. Miss
Sir,
Hilton.
because in paragraph 2, sir, it says no college student, certainly not me, wants to walk around with a strap around the waist.
Jerome, you see this part here, sir? Certainly not me. Okay? So that is the strongest evidence that we have so far that this is not a primary student. This is not a secondary student. This, we can infer that this student or this person is at the tertiary level. Clear, Jerome?
Sir, and there's another.
Sir.
All right, tell me the other one.
Sir, it said pockets to stay organized, including a separate laptop compartment.
Let me see. But my bag that I take to work every day has a laptop compartment, and many bags are coming with that laptop compartment. So, in and of itself, that part of it alone would not necessarily mean that this person is at that level. Yes, if you're going to go to school, maybe that would help. But pay attention to this. They are recommending the bag to even primary school students, Remember this bag was being recommended here to a grade 6 student was saying, boy, they like the bag. So even if it has a laptop compartment and USB ports and all of that, that doesn't mean that other people at different levels of the school system can't use the bag.
Sir, and it says this versatile backpack has everything a college student needs.
Oh, let me see. That sounds a little stronger now. Where are you?
Recommended this backpack
Come
bag
now,
to pay. Repeat,
tell
sir,
me where. Tell me where.
in the first paragraph.
Okay, so this has everything that a college student needs. Tons of pockets to stay organized, all of that. So again, another piece of evidence that could suggest that this person is a college student. The more pieces we put together, the better the inference that we can draw, the more evidence that we have. All right, fair enough. So for this first one, we're going to take that the answer is D. Let's go to item 2 or question 2. After the review, some 4 of the 6 students eagerly asked their parents to purchase one of the Strongsports bags. Which 2 students would most likely have asked? So not everybody asking, only some of them, okay? It says which 2 students would most likely have asked. So we know that 2 of them are not going to ask, but within the ones that actually do the asking, which are more likely to ask? Let's see. Let's hear from going down my list now. So I've heard from Miss.
Sir, it says least likely, sir.
Oh, which 2 are least likely to have asked? Let me make that correction and highlight this. Least likely to have asked. So which 2, since you helped me pointing that out, let me start with you then. Go ahead. Least likely.
Sir, I think Jada and Jordy, sir.
And Jory, Jada and Jory. Why you pick those two people?
Sir, because Jordy said that she think it's too plain for girls, sir, and she also would like the different colors, sir, and there
So
aren't the
it's
colors that she likes.
it's too plain, and I would have endorsed it if. So that suggests that she is not going to endorse it because it has these problems. So that's a good one. So we can make that mark here that clearly this must be one of the people here, one of the students who said no, no, we no can't go on with that. Me not like that because it doesn't have these particular features or meets these conditions that I am looking for. And then the next person you said would have been who?
Sir, and the next person would be Jada.
Jada, she says Jada. Let's go back and look at what Jada says. Jada says,
Sir, Jada says that she does not like it only comes in red, blue, or black, sir.
So why Jada and not say Jaden then? But why Jada and not Jaden?
Sir, because Jaden said that he there it says that Jaden says that it has all of the design features for children my age. Sir,
No,
sir,
not
J Ray or Jaden, sir.
no Jaden
Jaden,
Ray, not Jaden. The other the second one in the list.
sir, because he didn't say that he disliked the bag, sir.
Ah, excellent. Let's look at what he said. He said that he likes something about the bag. I really love something else about the bag. And all of the things about the padded sleeve. This person says the only what? The only downside is that it's missing the extra support around the waist. So of these two, if I was thinking of Jada and Jaden Ray, which of these two would hate it more? Which of the two would
Sir,
hate it more?
sir, Jada.
Jada, what evidence do we have for that particular inference?
Sir, she says that I don't like, sir.
That is much stronger than saying the only downside is. Okay, it's kind of a different thing when somebody says, for example, like at break time, somebody can say, you know, I really don't like the mother's party, but it can go on. Different from somebody saying, I can't stand the mother's party. No, those are two different things. You understand? So we have the degree there. So I think that you are correct with these two here, Jada and Jory. Okay? Now, guys, please remember what it said here. Which two? So this is a what type of question? Is it a multiple choice or is it a multi something else? What is it?
Sir, it's
Multiple
a
select.
multi-select.
Multi-select, which means you are going to take more than one right answer. All right, you have to put down more than one. Is there anything else to do? Let's look at task 3. I think this is part A, question 3. In the space provided, create a poster to advertise the Strong Sports bag. Ensure to include all the necessary information, including the location where it is available. We won't be able to fill this out properly, but tell me some of the things now that you are going to put in this particular ad here based on this. Let's start now. We first thing, they said that we must include some location, so we have to put in some location. All right, so some location where the bag, so you can pick it up at our factory at some place or in the pharmacies or something like that. What else though would you put into this particular ad? Let me hear. No, I've heard from. Let's hear from Khalil now. Go ahead, Khalil.
Sir, so you could put the necessary information, sir.
I will need more meat than that.
Alright, okay, sir. But so you could like say the colors
Oh,
more than one colors that it comes
oh,
in.
okay. But did they say anything about colors though? Seemed to me that this bag was not really a very colorful bag because we heard people talking about the lack of colors, at least two people. But you could talk about the colors nonetheless. I'll take that. You could talk about the color. Maybe one of the reasons why they don't put it in those colors is because those colors are hard to sell. If we notice, we don't see a lot of bright pink cars on the road, right? We don't see that. We see a lot of white, we see a lot of black, we see a lot of silver and gray because those colors are, popular colors. People will take that. It's easy to live with those colors. Some people will buy the, bright, really bright colors, but they are, for manufacturing purposes, you are going to sell popular colors then. All right. Thank you very much for that. Paul,
Yes, sir.
let's go with Miss Ricketts. Miss Ricketts, what other information could you put on the poster? So far we have location where we can go pick up the bag. So go and buy it at Fontana Pharmacy or Young's Pharmacy or something, and you can get it in black, red, blue, and green. Right? What else can we put on this poster?
Sir, you can put the price.
That's interesting. So we could include some information about price. Thank you. I'll take that. Let's go somebody else. Let's hear Miss Radway. What do you think? I'm looking for something else, Miss Radway. What do you think we can put on it? All right.
Sir, put the type of bag that you have.
What do you mean? Give me some more details about that type of bag.
Like the color.
Yes, man. We have color already, and we have location and price. I'm looking for something else.
Or like what is in the bag and like what comes with it.
Give me some more. You're getting warm. You're getting warm. Getting warm. It's a word that starts with F. Some of the Miss Thorpe says she wants to help Miss Radway. Thorpe, help out Miss Radway. There's a word I'm looking for. Some of the bag. Yes.
Sir, are you looking for the word features, sir?
Features. That's the word I'm looking for. Some of the features, some of the things that would make the bag the best bag in the world. Okay? There's one other thing I'm looking for. And of course, this is just what I am thinking of, and you could add more as needs be. But there's something else I'm looking for. Something else I'm looking for. Miss Radway, you can think of what else I'm looking for? I really want people to buy this bag. There's something that was said in source 2 that really I could really put on it.
Sir, the strap fabrics, there's a bug in my fabrics after straps are.
I think that comes under the features part. Something else that would really help.
Excuse me, sir.
Not certain who is talking there. Hold on. Miss Radway, you finished making your point?
Yes, sir.
All right, hold on. Let me take Miss That's Miss Reed. Go ahead, Miss Reed. Cheyenne. People in the
Yes,
chat.
sir.
Yes, what's
Yes,
your
sir.
thinking? What's your thinking?
I was going to say the structure.
It's not what I'm thinking of. Still part of the features. Props, compartment, so on. All right, thank you. All right, ready? Still looking for something else.
Sir, can I try?
All right, go ahead.
Sir, it's a durable, flexible, and fantastic
Still,
and
yes,
waterproof bag.
there's something else you really want to. I am trying to persuade you to buy this bag. There's
Sir,
something in one of
can
the
I try?
sources. There's something in one. Go ahead, Mr. Dawkins.
The type of material it's made out of, sir?
Not that. That's not what I'm thinking
Sir,
of. That
can
come
I
under the
try?
feature. Let me hear from Miss Blair. Miss Blair,
Sir, how long it lasts?
how long it lasts? Features. Maybe
Sir,
features.
can I try?
Go ahead, Miss Ricketts.
It is a Magazine bestseller
Very
with
good.
over 3,000.
That is it. So here, this review here, the review that says 3,000 of them have been sold. Let me see where it is. Yes, it here, so it's a bestseller with over 3,000 positive reviews. Listen, if you're not buying it, something wrong with you. Because over 3,000 people have given a review, and the review is positive. You understand? So one of the ways that people try to persuade you, this is it's a technique in persuasive writing, is called a testimonial. And we watch this on cable TV and on our television all the while. Somebody is saying, "Listen, I was so tired and I drank this drink, 1 glass of coconut water, and instantly I became Superman. If you want to become Superman too, drink this glass of coconut water." You don't see that on your TV all the while. Isn't it so? Yes, people use the testimonial to try to convince you to make a similar purchase or to give support to a particular thing. Let me give you another example. For those of us who watch cable TV or these Netflix and other such things where, well, not really Netflix because you might not see all the ads and so on, but anything that requires you to get the ads. Sometimes during the election time, somebody will say, "I am a supporter of such and such a politician. I endorse this person," and whatever. That is trying to say, if you believe in me as a person, a doctor come out and say, I support so and so as a politician, you should support him too. They are trying to use their testimony as a person to convince you. It's like a dentist coming out and say, "I brush my teeth with Colgate or Crest or some other brand." And because they do it, they want you to do it as well. Persuasion. If so many people are doing it, right? So many people are doing it, you should be doing it too. Serika is saying, this happens a lot with our YouTube ads. True. All right. So that is something that we could look at. So let's go over this part again. Some of the things we could include in the poster here includes where we can get it, the color, some of the major features of the bag, the USB port and all of that, the price, and the positive reviews that the bag has gotten. All right. So far so good. Let's go down now to part B. Part B. And let's get another reader here. Mr. Stone, haven't heard from you in a little while. A Johnny says we can add a telephone number. Of course, you want to be able to make contact so you can order your bag and all of that. All right, cool. Good contribution there, a Johnny. Let's go with part B. Mr. Stone.
You have been asking your parents to purchase you a strong sport school bag. They have expressed that they are not able to spend so much money on one bag. Write a letter to one of your parents convincing him or her to purchase the bag. Be sure to include at least three relevant points to convince the parent. Information from the sources, use appropriate punctuation, grammar, ensure that all the parts of the letter are included.
All right. Let's go with this. So let me fix this part here first. So you're going to write a letter to your parent. First of all, Mr. Stone, what type of letter? What type of letter could this be? Writing a letter to your parent. I not so certain what type of letter it should be. Drop it in the chat, class. Hold on. Let's drop it in the chat as to what kind of letter this could be. Drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. Type of letter. All right. The answers I'm seeing here are good, friendly letter. Let me see. I am going to pull up something here. You give me a second. Here we go. This is the one I want. And let's go here. And all right. In class today, we were looking at some of the characteristics of friendly letters and business letters. Are you able to see that particular slide?
Yes, sir.
Seeing that slide?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's look at some of the characteristics of the friendly letter. Since we're on that, let's make sure that we can write that friendly letter and write it properly. Let's get a reader. Mr. Stone, what is the purpose of these friendly letters as stated in this particular table here?
The purpose is to show appreciation, to invite someone, to apologize, to congratulate, to tell about things you did or what happened, to give advice, to seek advice, to give views or opinions.
In this particular case, what is the purpose of writing? What's the purpose of writing here? What are we trying to do? What's this
We
word?
are trying to convince our
To
parents to buy
convince or to persuade. Remember that we write for 3 reasons, and we always call them pi. We can write to persuade, inform, or
Entertain.
or entertain. Very good. Let's go back to this now. Friendly letter. So, what is the audience of the friendly letter? Audience for the friendly letter. Continue, Mr. Stone.
The audience for the friendly letter is close friends and family members.
Good. And in this case, we are writing to our or what?
Family members.
Very good. You're writing to your
Specifically
parents.
our parents.
Very good. Let's go now. Address. We have the date, home address, or the place of residence. The salutation has an informal tone to it. Dear dad, dear mom, you know, my dear aunt so and so. Hi, hello, dearest, whatever. Language is informal, conversational, and may include the use of the Jamaican dialect or a few phrases of patois or Jamaican Creole. However, if we were writing a business letter, it would have to be written in what? Standard Jamaican English. We have a complementary clause again for the friendly letter. It will be informal, with love, kind regards, and so on. However, when you're writing the business letter, it's going to be like yours truly, yours sincerely, yours respectfully. That tone is different. The signature could be just like this one, Todd. While if you are writing a business letter, you'd include what? Your full name at the end. The format can be the slant format, you with indented paragraphs, or the block format. Okay, so those are some of the physical features, the parts that we need to see in the friendly letter as compared with other types, the business letter in particular. No, sir, we won't be able to write everything, but let us say, what 3 things would you use, Mr. Stone, from the source to convince your parents who already tell you that they don't have any money to spend on this one bag here, so one whole heap of money if you spend for one bag, and I go need to buy bread for you to go to school tomorrow morning, and to send your brother to school, and taxi fare, and all of these many things. You know how parents can find 1,000 reasons not to say yes to something, right? So how are you going? What 3 points would you use to convince your mother that she mustn't buy that extra pound of food in the market, but buy you the bag? Mr. Stone, 3 points. What would you say?
I would use the point that says it has tons of pockets to stay organized. It has a laptop compartment. It has a built-in USB and the port to add a battery and charge devices on the go. Those are the things that I would put in mind.
This man, my mother, they say, boy, go take up crocus bag. Go find one crocus bag to school. You don't need no more ports, no more space than that. One good crocus bag. Come, give me something that will convince the parents. Ha ha ha. Mr. Ludford has something here. Mr. Ludford dropped something in the chat here, a gem in the chat. Looks like he knows me quite well. Mr. Stone, what has Nathaniel said in the chat? Because he's going to convince me now, you know. What is he saying?
Nathaniel has said
Yes.
it has durability, so you don't have to buy another one.
Good. And that's a way of telling your parent, listen, you're going to be saving money. And the moment you're telling your parents that you're going to save in money, they start, listen, what you say? I have to spend less money? What? This sounds good. This is a plan. Let's work with it. So let's go back to this now in seriousness. If it is, mommy, you purchase another type of bag, and by next year it mash up, and you buy another one, and by next year it mash up again, the other year it mash up, that's a 2 bags in 2 years. But you see this one, if you buy this one 10 years from now, you won't have to buy another one. Oh, that's all. Mr. Stone, you think that you're beginning to convince mommy?
Sir, that would honestly convince my mother because she would try to save as much money as she can. So that would convince her.
That would help to convince her. So we can start with our most important point first. You start with your strongest point. So you're convincing. You don't start with your weakest point. You start with your strongest point. See Nathaniel continue now. And of course, mommy, you can use the money that you're saving to invest it. When you start talking them, you know, parents say, what? I'm raising a very good and smart child, right? But you're going to say these things to convince the parents. You're going to put your evidence, your strongest point first. So the strongest point, mommy, listen, this thing cannot finish. This bag will never end. Good. Then afterwards, now you look at another thing, mommy. In addition to the bag not ending, I know that you like to talk about saving the environment. Mr. Stone, mommy is the type of mommy that every time she throwing away one of the condensed milk tin, she bore some holes in the bottom and say she does not want any mosquito to breed up in the tin, so she making sure holes are there so it can keep water in there. She's in love. She loves the environment and believes we ought to take care. So, mommy, you see the bag? The bag durable, you know. Plus, this bag is made of recycled materials. Mommy, let's love the environment. Mr. Stone, you think we're convincing mommy now?
Yes, sir.
So
That would convince her.
so we gone with 2 points now. 2 points. 2 points. Give me another point that's going to help to convince mommy now.
Another point that will help to convince mommy is that it can hold all my books can hold all my books with rooms to spare.
That sounds like it would work. I think that would work. If we took that approach and we looked for 3 relevant points that we are going to use to convince. Remember, the aim of this, the purpose of this letter is to convince. So how you are going to phrase it also is not in a weak way. You're going to say it with conviction. You're going to write it in such a way that when mommy finish reading this letter, Jonathan, mommy is going to say, yes, me have, boy, listen, come, go for your purse. And then you're going to look at the poster and you're going to say, listen, let us go now, go buy the bag. Let me make the call. Let me send the WhatsApp message. Immediately we're going, look, where's the credit card? Go for it. I'll order it online for you now. That is how we have to write it so that they will be convinced. Let's wrap. Let's go back to the beginning of our task here. We look this evening at task 15. For task 15, we have a strong sport bag, and we were in source 1 looking at the reviews posted by 6 children. We noticed that some people really like the bag, some people indifferent. It's not, yeah, you can go on, but I would have preferred if it did have this color, it didn't have this color, and that. Then we went to source 2. Source 2 seems to be written by someone who is older than the first set. In fact, based on the evidence we were able to pull from it, we made the conclusion, we drew the inference that this person is at the college or university level, at the tertiary level at least. We were able then to go on using the process of elimination and also drawing the inferences, looking at the evidence. We were able to answer question 1. We were able again, Miss Hilton was able to do this quite easily, able to use the process of elimination and look at some of the facts from the statements to say, hey, these 2 students are the least likely. So you see how we underline that key, the key term there, least likely. The ones that are most likely to say what? No bother buy the bag. I am not going to write any letter to convince anybody. I don't even want this bag because it's not in pink. Something of that sort. We moved on now and we had the poster to create. You may be asked to create a poster. Remember that the poster, the aim of it is to advertise. So we must have details about the product. Where can you get the product? What are the benefits of having the product? Are there testimonials? Are there reviews of the product that we would like to include? Let's go to the part B. In part B, we were asked to write a letter. Write a what kind of letter? A friendly letter. Now we review the parts of the letter. So you get points for that. Remember, we want to get all of the marks. So you must have all of the points listed, all of the parts listed, all of the parts shown, and then you need to have 3 solid points. Now, last but not least, if it is that you're going to have 3 points, we could say these are in our 3 main paragraphs, this letter can be no less than how many paragraphs long? Drop it in the chat. Let me see. Based on what we know, it can only be, the least it could be, Mr. Makuk and Mr. Waugh, at least 5 paragraphs. One, our first paragraph is our introductory paragraph. That states the purpose. It states the purpose and can outline what we're going to say. I'm going to make these 3 points. Mommy, I'm going to tell you about the bag's durability. I'm going to tell you about how good it is for the environment. And I'm going to tell you about some of the key features. And then you can go into it. Then you list point 1, your strongest point, and you continue like that. And when you're finished, you have a closing paragraph. So introductory 1, then 3 paragraphs to give you relevant points to convince. So that's 4 plus your closing paragraph. That would be 5. Minimum 5. Okay, guys, I think we did fairly well with the time that we had. Any questions, any comments about this? And we literally want you to write the letter still, you know. So, all right, that's it then.
I'm finished, sir.
Thank you very much for joining this evening. I think that the session was well spent. The time was well spent, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Take care, guys.